right, so I'm going to make a really quick video showing exactly how I use YouTube SEO, YouTube search engine optimization, in order to get my channel to 1 million subscribers, right? So I have 1 million subscribers on my channel, shows right here. Got about 5 million views the last month, 59,000 just in AdSense alone. So yeah, let's go ahead and go over exactly how I basically look up search terms that people are often searching. Now, SEO is, typically associated with blogs and, written content essentially, but YouTube SEO is really powerful as well. So let's talk about exactly how to do that. I'm going to go over the 5 best tools and how I use them. So first one is going to be vidIQ. So vidIQ is an amazing tool. I'll go ahead and take you inside of mine. All right, so we're in vidIQ, and what I'm going to do is go down here to the bottom left, and you don't actually have to go to SEO. They have a little SEO tag here. That's for tag recommendations, and I suppose it's like not a terrible idea to use that. This is the paid version of vidIQ. I will give a free example later on if for whatever reason you don't want to pay. But yeah, vidIQ, it's pretty affordable. So you go to keywords, and then there's a lot of really cool things you can do here. So I could honestly show you for an hour how to do it, but I'm just going to show you the basics. So basically, you could type in a keyword that's somewhat related to your niche. So my niche on my main channel is remote jobs. So you can look at related keywords, and then you can sort by search volume, and you can see what keywords are semantically related to that keyword. So the search volume is 7,000 here. The search volume is about 1.2 million for how to make money online. And you can see that the related score is relatively high. It's like 14.4. Make money online is 21.3. So the higher the related score, the better. And as you can see, work from home has a very, very high related score to remote jobs. It's about 32.9 because it's almost the same thing, essentially. Remote work is the same thing, about 25, right? So you can kind of see what things are semantically related. Now, this is important because basically when you see a high related score, what that means is if someone is interested in your term, if there's a high related score, that means that they're very likely going to be interested in this other keyword as well. So this is a really good way. You can also go to matching terms. So it's going to tell you every single, term that has the exact word remote jobs in it. So you can see, DevOps remote jobs. You probably never would have guessed that if you didn't know, if you didn't see it here, right? So that is yet another way of using this. You can also go to questions. I'll be honest with you. The one that I spend the most time on is definitely related keywords. I find this to be the most useful. Matching terms and questions can be cool too, just to look around. But related keywords is incredibly useful. So you can just scroll down here and you can look through these and see if there's anything that catches your eye. And then sometimes you can type that one in and then see what's related to that one. You might even find other ones. So this is extremely useful. I'll show you one other way to use this. And again, this is just a very abbreviated version. I have extensive training when I coach people, my students. I train them on how to use this extensively. But another thing you can do is you can see that my name pops up right here, right? Shane Hummus, my name pops up right here when it comes to remote jobs, because I basically own this keyword on YouTube. So it's 142,000. Now, if you type in Shane Hummus, you're also going to see in related keywords that there's a lot of things that pop up like remote jobs as well. So work from home jobs, remote jobs, et cetera, et cetera. All those pop up. And that's another thing you can do is you can go to your competitors and then you can type in their names on vidIQ and it'll tell you what terms are semantically related to them. So that basically means what terms are they ranking for the most on their channel, which is incredibly useful information. And so, yeah, that's a very great way of using it. I think you can kind of fill in the blanks there and go from there. But vidIQ is my favorite. It's my absolute favorite. So let's go ahead and go back to the list here. Now, again, I'm just going to reiterate, there's a lot more to this than what I'm showing you, but that can definitely get you started. Keywords everywhere. This is another phenomenal tool. So I particularly like to use keywords everywhere on YouTube itself. Okay, there we go. All right. All right. So as you see, when I type in remote jobs here, the YouTube search bar drops down. And you can see that it actually shows approximately how much search volume these things have. Now, I'm going to say one thing about search volume. Search volume is never correct. It's literally, there's no tool out there that's going to get search volume correctly. What you want to pay attention to is the difference in search volume. So if remote jobs hiring right now has 260 per month and remote jobs no experience has 110,000 per month, then obviously like those numbers might not be exactly correct, but remote job, you can take it to the bank that remote jobs, no experience has way more search volume, right? So this is just insanely useful just for doing all kinds of different research on, like videos, terms, etc. I'll show you another thing that you can do here. With this, you can basically add like an asterisk before, and it'll kind of fill in the blanks. So remote jobs, no experience worldwide. You can also do afterwards, remote jobs for teens. And yeah, it'll, if there's stuff that comes before or after, like work from home jobs, it'll just auto correct to that, right? And it'll show you different options. So yeah, super useful. Keywords everywhere. It's my second favorite tool. It's amazing. I use it all the time. Again, I just want to reiterate, it's not always accurate. People get confused about this. But if there's like 100 times more views on one than or searches on one, then obviously there's going to be a lot more searches. Okay, number 3, Google Trends. So I think a lot of people know how to use Google Trends, but basically, like, this isn't necessarily like, it's more for like broad SEO. So let me just give you an example. Let's just say like remote jobs. Again, I'm just sticking to. So again, I'm just sticking to what I know. You compare like remote jobs with like work from home jobs, and then how about online jobs? Now, you'd probably think that those three have about the same search volume, right? Well, you would be terribly wrong. Remote jobs has significantly more search volume than work from home jobs and online jobs, right? And this is important to know. It's really important to know this stuff. You really want to know it. So this is just a great way to kind of see that. So it's more like broad macro terms. And you can also, if you want to, you could go to like YouTube search as well. That can sometimes make it more accurate, but sometimes it doesn't have enough data as well. So then you just stick with web search because web search has the most data. Okay. Next, we're going to go over Ahrefs. So I hardly ever use this. This is like a very expensive tool. Okay, so I actually have to update my payment method because I just changed my credit card. But yeah, I hardly ever use Ahrefs, but it is the most accurate SEO tool for web-based stuff. For YouTube, I think it does have that option. It's questionable how accurate it is, but generally speaking, web-based stuff is going to be pretty similar to others. So you can look up different, terms. Like, again, we'll just stick with remote jobs since I decided to do that. And it's going to show you how much search volume there is. Now, unfortunately, I'm not on the upgraded version. I have to upgrade but again, I barely use this. However, I have used it, from time to time in the past, and it can be extremely useful, especially if you're kind of stuck between a few different keywords and you're not quite sure which one is going to have the most search volume. And then finally, the YouTube search bar. So the YouTube search bar itself is actually extremely useful for finding stuff. So, yeah, remote jobs, hiring immediately. Ignore just the keywords everywhere thing. Just like look at this in general. Just this gives you so many good ideas for things that you could put. And then, you know, like I said, you can use the trick to make stuff show up before. Um, and you can, there's a couple other like Boolean tricks that you can use with the YouTube search bar. But yeah, YouTube search bar itself is actually really useful. You can also do tricks like remote jobs A, remote jobs B, remote jobs C, remote jobs D, and so on and so forth. And you can kind of just see what people are searching, like with all the different letters, and just it'll give you really good ideas for things that you can make content about. Because obviously, if people are searching it, then they're interested in it. They have search intent, which probably means they have buyer intent, and that is extremely helpful. So yeah, these are the tools that I use the most. And by the way, I've tried out just about every tool out there. All the tools, lots of hypey tools, and these are the best ones for YouTube SEO. If it changes in the future, I'll let you know. But these are the ones I use. Use them all the time. They're incredible, especially these first two right here, vidIQ and Keywords Everywhere. Those are the two that I use the most. And yeah, have fun with it. Oh, and by the way, if you are interested in starting a YouTube business, right? If you are interested in YouTube for busy business owners, that is exactly what I help people do. I've helped about 17, 18 people get to 7 figures a year, and I've helped about 5 people get to 8 figures a year. So if you're interested in starting a YouTube business, or if you're like a business owner starting a business, or if you're a YouTuber who just wants to go pro and level up, then go ahead, book a call with me down in the description and the pinned comment below. There's also some educational material down there for you to enjoy as well. Have a good one.